After finishing her meal, the woman began massaging her stomach, completely unaware that I was hiding in her wardrobe. Listening to her soft breathing, I had the urge to burst out and help her, but I held myself back. After all, she didn't even know I existed. Once she left the room, I carefully stepped out of the cabinet. On impulse, I took a pair of socks from her drawer. Then I moved to her bed, feeling the lingering warmth she left behind. I closed the curtains and started enjoying the place like it was my own home. I opened the fridge and grabbed a bite to eat, but I wasn't freeloading. I always cleaned the dishes afterward, sometimes even helped out with a bit of housework. To stay hidden here longer, I had to find a safe and secluded spot. First, I shifted the antique wardrobe aside, removed the unused cabinet door behind it, then dismantled a shelf from the antique piece, and finally connected the two to create a narrow passageway. Once I crawled inside, I sealed the antique wardrobe from the inside, creating a perfect little hideout for myself. But just as I finished setting up, the woman came home. She walked into the kitchen and was stunned by how clean and organized everything looked. She thought her husband had finally stepped up, but when he returned, he denied doing any of it. He assumed she had done it herself. After all, she suffered from episodic memory loss. She often forgot the things she did. Faced with her husband's disbelief, she began to doubt herself too. Maybe her condition really was getting worse. She couldn't recall doing any of it. Then one day, she suddenly opened the wardrobe and climbed inside. Perhaps it was her way of escaping from all the pressure and anxiety. She started venting out loud, mumbling to herself about how miserable her life was. It was clear she wasn't happy. Her husband didn't love her, and I, hidden just beside her, became her only listener. Maybe it was empathy, but I reached out with a finger to give her a response. She flinched in fear, startled by the unexpected touch. She seemed to sense my presence, but thankfully, she didn't make a fuss. In fact, she kept coming back to the wardrobe whenever she needed someone to talk to. Through her confessions, I gradually came to understand her pain, her loneliness, her husband's indifference. But the more I listened, the worse I felt. I couldn't do anything for her, only hide in silence. How I wished I could appear before her, openly. One day, my chance came. I saw her husband sneak back home with another woman. From the wardrobe, I was forced to witness the whole disgusting scene. I was furious at his betrayal, but what chilled me to the bone was hearing them casually discussing a plan to murder her. There was no way I could let that happen, so I struck first. The next day, I caught several venomous hornets and released them into the kitchen trash bin. When the husband came home and opened the lid, they swarmed him instantly. His face was swollen beyond recognition, and just as I planned, the police ruled it an unfortunate accident. From then on, I became the only man in this house. That night, I couldn't help but watch her as she lay in bed, alone. My heart was pounding, torn between fear and anticipation. Eventually, I slipped out of the wardrobe, crawled onto her bed, and gently wrapped my arms around her. She immediately noticed me, but to my surprise, she didn't scream. She simply closed her eyes, with a look of quiet acceptance and peace.